This is my very first FPV build video on YouTube, so I wanted to make it something a little different. My sponsor, Secure, hooked me up with a full electronics package to put together a 5-inch drone, including a soldering kit, stack, ELRS receiver, GPS, Ratel 2 camera, but I decided to use DJI-03 as I couldn't get my hands on decent analog VTX. They also sent me a set of 20-20-07 motors. Now if you know FPV, you already know. 1500 kV on a 5-inch isn't exactly the typical choice, but instead of going the usual high kV, high aggression route, I decided to lean into it and build something more efficient. A smooth mid-range cruiser that can stretch its legs and stay in the air longer. And honestly, it turned out way better than I expected. Let's get into it. To keep things moving, I've already got the frame pre-built. I also pre-installed the 03 antenna in the rear cage using T7000, so that's already secured and out of the way. First step here is mounting the 03 unit itself, and then setting up the ELRS receiver, starting with the first diversity antenna in the rear. The frame I'm using is an open source 5-inch design by YouTuber and pilot Recopter. It's available on Thingiverse. As far as I know, there's no ready-to-buy version online. Instead, you can download the files and either cut it yourself or send them out to a manufacturer, which is what I did. For materials, the arms are 6mm T700 carbon for strength, while the rest of the frame uses T300. The ELRS diversity receiver sits in its own TPU pouch, mounted just below the stack, keeping it protected and neatly tucked out of the way. For the stack, I'm using the Secure H743V2 paired with the E70G2ESC, running AM32. It's running an ICM42688P gyro, has a built-in barometer, OSD, and 16 megabyte black box, plus 6 UARTs, so there's more than enough connectivity for a build like this. One nice touch is the dedicated 10-volt BEC, which makes powering the 03 super clean without needing extra regulators. On the ESC side, the E70 is running on AM32, supporting up to 8S and high PWM frequencies, which gives really smooth motor control and good efficiency, perfect for the kind of cruising setup I'm going for here. Overall, it's a powerful and super capable stack that still fits nicely into a clean, compact build. Next, I'm securing the included buzzer with a bit of T7000 and mounting it in its own TPU pouch below the stack as well, keeping it protected and buzzing into frame, resonating a bit, so amplifying the sound. For GPS, I'm using a secure M10 18 module. It's a really compact unit. It's also running a 10th gen chip, which helps keep positioning data nice and responsive. Overall, it's a clean, lightweight GPS setup that fits perfectly on a 5-inch without adding much bulk. Now I'm starting to solder with the portable iron that Secure sent over, SI012 Pro Max. It's a compact iron with OLED display and support for multiple tip types, so it's great for hobby builds like this. It supports USB Type-C input and to 3 to 6S, so very useful for field repairs. Next up, it's time to install the 2207 1500 kV motors. This isn't the classic kV choice for a 5-inch build, but I was pleasantly surprised by how smooth they feel and how much control I get on the throttle. It really leans into that efficient cruiser-style setup rather than an aggressive freestyle tune. Let's get them mounted. Too lazy to apply Loctite from bottle. Small puddle on tape works better. By the way, all the links for the parts provided by Secure, including a 6% discount code, are down in the description. I'm soldering motor wires via race wires, also designed by Recopter. Files available on He's Telegram group, easy order via PCBWay. Not planning to crash this drone a lot, so using race wires just for easy motor swaps. To save time, I also pre-glued them with T7000. Now it's time to solder the motor wires to the ESC. One thing I really like about this ESC is the large angled solder pads. They make the process much easier, especially when working in tight space. There's more room to get a clean joint, and the angle helps with routing the wires neatly without too much strain. Let's get each motor wired up. Next, I'm swapping from the BC 2-tip to a C4 tip on the soldering iron, also provided by Secure. The C4 tip has a higher heat capacity, which makes it much better suited for thicker wires. I'm using it here to solder the 12AWG power leads, where you need that extra thermal mass to get clean, solid joints without struggling to keep the solder flowing. Small tip from my RC car past. Rotate the XT60 brass pins so the cups are all facing the same direction, upward. This makes it much easier to apply solder consistently and get clean joints. I'm also using a smoke stopper here, not for protection, but it acts as a bit of a heat buffer, so I don't accidentally overheat the plug while soldering. Yes, I know. Usually those plastic covers don't last long and get destroyed. Way better just to use heat shrink, but again, calm cruiser build, it's going to be fine. For 03, I'm using fixed 30-degree mount. Might reprint it to have some adjustability range. Next, I'm adding some protection at the front. A bit of TPU padding for the face area and extra protection for the 03 unit. All files for 3D printing are also available on Recopter's Thingiverse, and much more are in He's Telegram, hundreds of different files for any VTX, antenna, etc., all designed by Basher community. With that in place, we're pretty much at the finish line for the build. Tinning pads for GPS. Smoke stopper to do first startup. All went smooth, but after finishing filming I noticed there is no power to flight controller. As it was in late evening, I decided to troubleshoot next day. Culprit was wrong wire and ESC to flight controller connection, not secure fault. I thought I'm smart by rechecking their diagram and finding a mistake. But it was correct, and I was the one who made mistake. Now time for first test flight. All went smooth, more flight videos coming soon.